To this day, no one truly knows the answer. Did 11 really die? Or is everything we saw just a story Mike tells himself to survive the pain? What the finale shows us might not be reality, and what it doesn't show could be the most important detail of all. Today, we're breaking down the evidence that 11 is gone and the clues that suggest she may have survived. 8-minute voiceover script. If you clicked on this video, you've probably already seen the Stranger Things finale, and you know exactly why fans are still arguing about 11's fate. The show never gives us a clear answer. We're shown something that looks like her death, yet we're also left with just enough hope to believe she might still be alive. This uncertainty was intentional. The Duffer Brothers have said the ending is meant to be interpreted by the viewer. And since this channel loves overanalyzing every detail, today we're breaking down the strongest evidence on both sides, whether 11 truly died or whether the ending is simply Mike coping with unbearable loss. Earlier in the season, 11 tells Mike something crucial. She reminds him that he doesn't get to decide how the story ends, and that this won't necessarily be one of his happy endings. Max later reinforces that idea, pushing back against the belief that things always work out. But Mike refuses to give up hope. He chooses to believe that good things can still happen, even when everything feels broken. In the final moments, the group escapes the Upside Down, only to be captured by the military. This is where Dr. K finally gets close to 11, the target she's been chasing all season. As the group looks back, they see 11 standing alone at the gate. There's no dramatic speech, no miracle rescue, just a quiet, emotional goodbye between 11 and Mike. Then the explosives go off, the Upside Down collapses, and 11 disappears into the storm. The scene is framed as a heroic sacrifice. 11 stays behind to seal the bridge forever. From a logical perspective, this outcome makes sense. After that moment, the military stops searching for her. During the 18-month time jump, no one is hunting 11 anymore. Dr. K completely vanishes from the story, and the government's secret program quietly disappears. Without 11, there's no reason for it to continue. Thematically, this fits Stranger Things perfectly. The show has always revolved around secrecy and conspiracy, and 11's disappearance brings that chapter to an end. Her sacrifice gives her friends something they've never truly had before: peace. Callie's fate plays a major role here as well. She wanted to remain with 11 in the Upside Down, and her death is shown clearly. After being shot, she dies during her final conversation with 11. This matters because many survival theories rely on Callie being alive long enough to create. Callie's fate is one of the most critical pieces of this entire puzzle. She makes a conscious choice to stay behind with 11 in the Upside Down, and the show doesn't leave her ending ambiguous. After being shot, she dies during her final emotional exchange with 11. That timing matters more than people realize. Many survival theories rely on the idea that Callie stayed long enough to project an illusion, but if she truly dies before that point, the chances of 11 escaping drop dramatically. There's also a major question no one talks about enough. How does Mike even know about Callie? He never met her. He never witnessed her sacrifice. And 11 never had the chance to explain what happened. Yet Mike speaks with confidence, as if he understands Callie's fate. That knowledge feels strange. And while the show does contain inconsistencies, like claiming there's no water in the Upside Down, only to later show a water tank, when all these details are taken together, they strongly point toward one conclusion: 11 didn't make it out, and Mike may simply be unable to face that reality. Even the Duffer Brothers themselves have hinted that happiness doesn't always come in obvious or traditional forms. One of them described 11 as living on in their hearts, which sounds far more like emotional closure than actual confirmation of survival. From the very beginning, 11's journey has been built around sacrifice. Long before the finale aired, many fans predicted that her story would end this way. Visually, the show supports this interpretation as well. There are no hidden exits, no last-second rescues, no secret messages tucked into the background, just a quiet, final goodbye. Mike never sees 11 again. He believes she's still out there somewhere, but belief alone doesn't make something real. The version of 11 we see later, calm and smiling near the waterfalls, matches exactly how Mike described her earlier. It's almost too perfect. Some fans have even pointed out that this location doesn't exist in the real world, raising the possibility that what we're seeing isn't reality at all, but imagination. That leads to a darker interpretation. The ending may be Mike's coping mechanism, a comforting story he tells himself to survive the weight of loss. Even the final moments of the episode hint that this could be just another one of his narratives. Nothing is clearly confirmed. Nothing is fully denied. But that same ambiguity also leaves space for another explanation, that 11 survived. Yes, Callie dies, but these aren't ordinary kids. They have extraordinary abilities. Callie wouldn't need much time, just enough to create one final illusion. Mike's narration subtly supports this idea, suggesting that she lived long enough to make it happen. Mike also visualizes places he's never physically been, and he describes them with striking accuracy. That suggests this might be more than simple imagination. 11 herself looks different in the waterfall scene, calmer, changed, almost reborn. Mike continues to notice signs, static, interference, signals that feel familiar. The graduation ceremony speaker glitch stands out, especially since radios and electronics have always been connected to 11's powers. Even the final Dungeons & Dragons game mirrors their real-world journey, filled with symbolic hints of resurrection and return. Stranger Things has always relied on foreshadowing. Some theories suggest that psychic abilities don't need to be activated in real time. They can be prepared in advance. Callie may have created a final illusion knowing that 11 needed the world to believe she was gone. So why would 11 allow everyone to think she's dead? Because it closes the case. It removes the threat. If she returns openly, the cycle begins again, and sometimes disappearing is the only way to be free. In the end, this debate may never be fully resolved. Some viewers see denial, others see hope, and that's exactly the point. Stranger Things doesn't tell us what to believe. It asks us who we are. So for now, I choose to believe that 11 survived. What do you think? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching.